Good morning. It is Friday. It's like it might be getting a little bit chillier, which is okay. It's wintertime. It's supposed to get a little chillier. So hope everybody had a great week. I get Monday off. Celebrate Martin Luther King Day. Um, so yeah, I got a little break. 4-day week next week. So today, what I thought I would show you is a thing called Notion. Uh, Sometimes I try to show you some quick things, and then sometimes I might show you some things that will take a little bit of a learning curve. But I was introduced to this a little bit earlier this week by actually my daughter, who was looking to try to organize herself a little bit more for college. And one of the YouTubers that she watches uses Notion. It is Mac based, but it has turned over to Windows computers also, along with HP. So it kind of does the whole platform. Um, I'm just going to show you the bare bones today. If I see interest in it, I might have a follow-up video a little bit later. But it does take a little bit longer to set up, and I know our time is at a premium, and so I'm not trying to create more work, but definitely could be used on the personal side as for an organizer, a digital organizer. But also I could see if you do a lot of project-based learning, especially if you want to assign a project manager and take a look at workflows. This is definitely something to take a look at. So it's called Notion, and let's get started on this. All right, so here's where you get it from. It's called Notion.so. I will put this link down in the description of the video. But as you can see, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's all in one workspace. It is so you can do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. Um, but it does come with a bunch of different training videos. But there's all, so there is a lot of training that goes with it in terms of, hey, I want to try this, but how do I start? There's a lot of good videos, but you can just kind of go right through the web page there, and it shows you the differences, what you can do with it. But it's just nuts of all the things that Notion can do. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I've started with mine. So you can I go to the login, and I'm just going to log in with my Google. Sign in. And like I said, I'm just going to show you the bare minimums of what this can do, because it can do so much more. But what I'm using it for right now is just some personal organization. Um, so, you know, this is kind of what you start out with is a personal wiki is what it's called. You can name it whatever you want. You can change the name to it. It's really easy to change name, and you can highlight that and change your name and stuff like that. But one of the cool things that you can also do is you can break these headers down, and you can have as many headers as you want. To start with, there are a bunch of pre-made templates for you, and you click on your drop downs. Those are all within a quick note. You can see all the different things on your side panel of what you can do. You can even add, when you click on add new, it'll take you to a whole new page, and look at all the possibilities you can have in it. It's just crazy of all the things that you can have with it. So let's take a look at what something I have done. So I made this first page. It's called a database. So work, planning, and notes. You can take notes. One of the cool things about this is you can share these. You can see a working board, a board view, so how things work and stuff like that. And I'll show you that here a little later. So in my planning, so I set up a weekly planner. So let's click on my weekly planner and see what it looks like. Very simple. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I left Saturday, Sunday off. Any of my published work I put over here. So our YouTube channel is on here, so I can just click on that and see what's going on there. My week, I just have set up here. I set up a really kind of cool little archive page. So when I'm finished with an activity, I can just drag it and put it in the archives. So then Wednesday's done. We can set up checklists. I can set up another checklist. If I just wanted to press enter, I can set another to do. Maybe I want to change that to do. Maybe I want to change it to something else. I can add to it. It's just so easy to do in terms of what you can do with it. You can, clear things off. I just want to archive that. I can. So that's gone. I press plus, and that can add me another block. If I want another to-do list, I can click on that. I mean, it's just crazy of what you can do with it. You can move things, you can delete things, just move things up and down. It's just really nice. So this is my weekly planner. Maybe I wanted to add a new page to it. It's really easy. You just get your plus, and then you can just add. It also is nice if you press backspace. It'll show you a bunch of different things too, because it is kind of like code driven. So that's my weekly planner. Notice that you can backspace things when you want to add something. You can backspace it, and then your lists show up. But once again, there's just a ton of things that you can do with this. So let's go back to my wiki here and show you something else. Remember, bare bones. So for another thing, some of you know that I build knives. So I have a knife building board. So where I'm at on the boards and where I'm at, you can make a spreadsheet. So there's all my spreadsheets. Okay, very similar to like an Excel sheet. You can, if I wanted to add another column, or if I wanted to do something here, there's a column. Maybe I want to change it. And the text, you can change all different things to select. You can have choices. So like, say for this one right here, it says it's finished. Well, if I click on that, I've also set up 3 choices. Well, maybe it's not started yet, so it just changed it. Maybe it's in progress, so I just changed it. So that's kind of that. I have finish dates on it, and this is just a big board. So maybe I just want to see a flow chart of where my big board would be. So I just want to view this, and this is something you could use for a flow chart when you're talking about group projects. You can tag names with it, people's names, so they can see where they're at. Maybe you assign them an assignment, but it's really kind of cool. So this is my working board. So you can see the ones I have finished, some are in progress, some I'm working on. So maybe this guy right here, I now move it to it's in progress. So notice it went from not started to progress. If I go to my spreadsheet, it'll say in progress. So whenever you make a change to things on your original, it'll change to where it was at. So now it goes back to not started. That would be like for workflow project boards. Notes. Okay, so I've got a page started already there. I want to take notes. I can leave it empty with an icon, and then I can just take my notes, and then I can go back to those a little later. But you have all kinds of different templates, all kinds of different databases you can use. So, like I said, there's a lot in with this. It's called Notion. I could see it being used, like I said, with project-based learning. I've got a couple teachers, Project Lead the Way, where a lot of them are project-based. You have a project manager. They can manage the Notion for you, and they can share it with you. And you can see where the workflow is with the groups, especially if it's a longer project, maybe project, I'm thinking of like National History Day. That's a longer project. So, we have these checkpoints. This is where you need to be. And if you're working in a group, those 4 people could set up a flow chart. You could see how the flow chart's working, noticing that, hey, we have a checkpoint in 2 days, noticing that these right here is not finished. So I think it could work. Like I said, there is a little work in the front end, but once you get going with it, it's not that difficult. There's a bunch of YouTube videos out there on how the different parts of Notion and how to use it. But I just thought, like I said, show you just the bare bones of what it is, what you can do with it. I'm just getting started with mine. But like I said, I could see it working for me on workflows and stuff like that. Kind of see where I'm at on different projects. So it's called Notion. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you very much.